Here are 20 facts that sound fake, but are actually true. The ostrich is the fastest animal on Earth that travels on 2 legs. These flightless animals are capable of running as fast as 64 kilometers an hour for brief periods, such as when escaping a predator or other danger, and 48 kilometers an hour if they need to travel long distances. Israeli and Australian researchers discovered that a small concentration of Viagra dissolved in a base of water can double the shelf life of cut flowers, making them stand up straight for as long as a week beyond their natural lifespan. The scent that lingers after it rains is called petrichor. Dolphins only sleep with half their brain at a time, and thus they are always half conscious, otherwise they would drown. At the time of World War II, the U.S. penny was composed to 95% copper and 5% zinc. Those metals were unavailable during the war, so it was then made of zinc-coated steel. After many revisions to the composition, the final change was made in 1982 when it was changed to 97.6% zinc and 2.4% copper. In Victorian times, men with mustaches would eat their soup with a mustache spoon, also called an etiquette spoon. It was a spoon with a special guard to help keep their neatly kept mustaches clean while they ate. The Rafflesia arnoldii plant is the biggest individually produced flower in the world. It gets to be over 91 centimeters across and weighs almost 11 kilograms. They have no leaves, stem, or roots, instead growing as a parasite within jungle vines. Switzerland has enough nuclear shelters to accommodate 114% of its population. In fact, Swiss law still stipulates that every resident of Switzerland must be guaranteed a shelter in the vicinity of their place of residence. There is a type of fish called Anabentidae, more commonly known as climbing gouramis, that have the ability to climb out of water, breathe oxygen, and even walk for short distances. The rhinestones got their name from the Rhine River because the factory that produced them in Austria used energy that was driven by the Rhine River. The Wadamo Caves in New Zealand are caves that were created over thousands of years by underground streams. They are illuminated with millions of glowworms in a central glowworm grotto where the majority of the luminescent worms live. It was discovered that wealthy Russians often hire fake ambulances to beat the city traffic. Known as ambulance taxis, they cost as much as $200 an hour and have luxury interiors and refreshments and include caviar and champagne. Happy Pizza is a type of pizza sold in Cambodia that is topped with marijuana. Famous painter Salvador Dali would avoid paying the bill at restaurants by drawing on the back of his checks. He knew the owner would not want to cash the checks, as the drawings would be much too valuable. In the 1980s, a man known only as George, who had severe OCD, shot himself in the head in an attempt to commit suicide. But instead of killing him, the bullet destroyed the part of his brain responsible for the OCD, and he went on to be a straight-A college student 5 years later. In ancient Greece, prior to the Olympic Games, messengers were sent out across the Greek world to announce the Olympic truce so that athletes and spectators could travel safely. The truce was initially there for 1 month, but in later centuries it was extended to 3. No wars were permitted, and no arms could be carried. In 2013, over 200 strangers responded to a Facebook invitation to attend a funeral for British veteran James McConnell, who had no friends or family members to attend otherwise. There are snakes found in rainforests in Southeast Asia that are able to fling themselves from trees and elegantly fly through the air. Technically, they are not really flying, they flatten out their bodies and parachute or glide from high spots to lower spots. In 2013, divers have discovered what is believed to be the world's first two-headed sea slug. It not only had 2 heads, but it had male and female organs. It was bright neon orange and green in color and was toxic. According to a 2017 study done by Beth Israel Medical Center in New York, out of 33 surgeons who participated in the study, 9 doctors played video games at least 3 hours per week. Those 9 doctors made 37% fewer errors, performed 27% faster, and scored 42% better in the test of surgical skills. This is compared with the 15 surgeons who never played video games, which ultimately means that surgeons who play video games are more skilled than ones that don't. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I see you guys next time.